And so I just wanted to remind people of one of my favorite historical documents to read, and that is James Madison's Federalist Paper number 10. And in that, he warned of emotional factions that are led by conflicting self-interest, which is, of course, a human nature for us to all have opinions. It's when those opinions drive us to act based on emotion instead of logic, and they conflict. And Madison warned that historically that was the biggest downfall to democracy. So I always like to read that. And obviously the Federalist Papers and the Anti-Federalist responses are what paved the way for the creation of the greatest document ever written, our Constitution. So that, of course, paved the way for federalism, which created checks and balance systems so that no level of government could overpower another. So because of that, that is why localities don't have the right to overturn states, which don't have the right to overturn federal government. It's how the system was laid out, federalism and that whole design. So when you have a spare moment, the Federalist 10 is one of the best introductions to that, and I highly recommend reading it if you need some extra reading time.
People were asked talking about mandates and the mask mandate, and that we should be able to just break the mandate. There are a number of mandates. One that I wish people would fight for a little bit more, or a lot bit more, are SOLs. That's another mandate. We have to give SOLs. That is a mandate. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do this. But that's what happens. It's a law. And the Virginia Code does state that mandates are to be considered law. Another mandate, our students in high school have to take personal finance and economics. That's an unfunded mandate. We don't get funding for that, but it's still there. The number of credits the students require to graduate for the state, give them a diploma, that's another mandate. We have a number of mandates. Many of them cost us money, and then we're not funded for them. So that's another thing that I want to make sure people are aware of.